Hey everyone, welcome back. Here now to perform speech from her book, April Showers. Please welcome Janeth Benjamin.
I will never frivolously say I love you, or under the guise of popularity, for the sake of saving face, say I love you. My I love you comes from a place I nurture and cherish. I've tirelessly waxed and waned over the thought of letting the word slip. So, if I say I love you, the words are meeting the atmosphere after millions of overthinking hours, trying to conjure what comes after saying I love you, putting the utterance on delay for fear that the delicate undertaking might disrupt the flow of things. My I love you comes with action, willing, unconditional, and sure. I love from a place that has seen true love. I love from a place that knows how to love because I am loved, without conditions, fully accepting, markedly inspiring, and pure. A place that has taught me never to accept mediocre love from anyone. Thank you.
That is all about self-love. Thank you for sharing that, sister.
Thank you.
Yes. And as I mentioned before the break, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I think it's so important for people to really have that sense of reflection. So it's lovely that you have it in the form of a book. And so I understand you have another poem for us.
I do. National Poetry Month just ended in April, and so like I said, I take the time out every month to write something special. And so I have a new one. It's called Promises. It's sort of an affirmation sort of thing, so I'm going to just jump into it and you tell me what you think.
All right. Well, I just want everybody to know that even though National Poetry Month is over, that doesn't mean, we can't have some poetry, because we can never get enough poetry. So
we can never get enough poetry.
Present promises.
I promised myself in the middle of cascading tears that I will be happy, that my happiness, no matter how small, will be mine to create, maintain, and fulfill. I promised myself to study and practice saying no more. I have a heart that thrives on giving, but I must be able to separate where I extend that giving. I promised myself that I will love my body in every season. I promised to nurture my gift. I will never distract myself from my purpose with comparison or worry. I promised myself that my life will be one that I am proud of. I promised myself that I would never exact any amount of pay towards anyone, especially if they never had the same consideration for me. I promised myself that I would live despite any unfortunate circumstances. I really only get one shot at this, so I won't waste it being anxious. I promised myself to be open to receiving. I know I have a way of side-eyeing good things. I deserve good things. I promised myself that I will not, it is what it is all the time. I will be vocal when it gets uncomfortable or clear lines have been crossed. Stop letting people finesse my good nature because of the culture of she doesn't mind. I promised myself. I promised myself that if love ever decided to show up, I'm gonna show out. I know I love myself enough to want to share some of this. So whenever you're ready, God, do you. I promised myself to laugh more, to keep being corny and weird. I promised myself to appreciate the art of letting go. Not everyone deserves your light in a growing season. Release the idea that we must travel together. This road is taking me where they cannot go. I promised myself that even if they come back, to keep them at arm's length. They have to show me before I even consider past benefits. But even then, things will never be the same. I promised myself to leave a lasting legacy through love, compassion, and being everything I was created to be. I promised myself. That's it.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful note to end on. I promised myself to love myself. That is the message. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for just leaving us with this sense of just all of us making note of we are all worthy. Janeth Benjamin, everyone. And if any of you are interested in her books and for more on Janeth Benjamin, you can visit the MickeyChronicles.com, and you can also follow her on Instagram at the Mickey Chronicles. That is our show today, mi gente. Thanks to all our guests for coming through, and to you, our viewers, for tuning in. If you missed any part of the show, you can check out the recablecast tonight in 24 hours a day at proxnet.tv. I'm Rena Valentin, and from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide paz, prosperity, y amor, and bueno, be sure to get out and connect with nature.